Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back again here on PlayStation Source. Ratchet Clank Rift Apart. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait for it. The stream series is coming to an end, unfortunately, and there's a lot to speculate about Ratchet Clank Rift Apart, involving, of course, the mystery female Lombax character. Who is she? What's her origins? And most importantly, what is her name? A lot of people have been wondering that. A lot of people have been speculating, asking, and I have compiled all the info so far that we know of this female Lombax, and with the help of a comment that I got in a few videos prior, we will kind of go over my theory as to what her name is. So starting off here, we know via the PlayStation blog that Ratchet Clank Rift Apart is a brand new full-length adventure. When the evil Dr. Nefarious uses a device that can access alternate dimensions to find a galaxy where he always wins, Ratchet and Clank are separated. As they try to reunite, they will meet a new Lombax resistance fighter, explore new and familiar locales but with new dimensional twist, and wield a whole new arsenal of out-of-this-world weapons. And so that's what we know of her right now, that she is allegedly this resistance fighter that is in an alternate dimension and is a part of an alternate galaxy where Dr. Nefarious does win in his trials and tribulations to overcome the forces of Ratchet and Clank. We are also aware via Insomniac Games, this tweet was from all the way last summer when we got the PS5 reveal of this game. It is confirmed that we will be playing as her in the game, so it's not like she's gonna be just some sort of like NPC or some sort of just character that is not playable. She will be playable in the game, and I got a comment a few weeks ago on this very topic about the nature of the female Lombax. And so this comment came from Primitive AX, and I really want to just highlight this dude because he really did enlighten my eyes, honestly, and really showed me that there is a lot more to this female Lombax than what we may be leading on. So he starts here by saying female Lombax's name is Rivet. Full stop there. He has a full-on explanation as well. No source, just a very good guess. We already know she's a resistance fighter in an alternate dimension where Nefarious, quote, won. So one of the spokespersons for Insomniac said, and I quote, "And yes, we know you are asking for the new Lombax's name. Hang in there, you'll be feeling Rosie soon." That is easily a reference to Rosie the Riveter, who was a resistance fighter mascot during World War II to convince women to join the resistance during the war. The name Rosie is far too obvious, so the next unexpected choice is Rivet. And I read this and I was like, man, you know, is that really true? Like did they really post that somewhere? And it is true. It is on the PS blog. Insomniac Games wrote here on the blog, quote, "And yes, we know you are asking for the new Lombax's name, and it's not fair that we put her in the art and aren't telling you yet. Hang in there, you'll be feeling Rosie soon." So boom, pow, there we go. Like they literally said it here, and I'm kind of with Primitive here on this whole thing. I think it all ties in together and makes a lot of sense. Let's break it down, okay? So as he stated before, Rosie the Riveter could be what they are connecting here in terms of having this female Lombax's name be kind of hinted at here in this blog. As stated before, Rosie the Riveter was an allegorical cultural icon of World War II, representing the women who worked in the factories and shipyards during World War II, many of whom produced munitions and war supplies. These women sometimes took entirely new jobs, replacing the male workers who joined the military. She was used as a symbol of American feminism and women's economic advantage. And so if you take all of that context, right, them in the same sentence trying to say that yes, we are aware that we aren't saying the name of the Lombax, and you know, we know that it's going to be a long wait or whatever, and you'll be feeling Rosie soon, right? So they already used the word Rosie, and then we have the history of Rosie the Riveter being a female symbolic way of showing the female efforts in the wartime efforts of World War II, and them really, you know, stepping up and really helping us in that war effort overall as a nation, right, during World War II. You couple all of that, right, and it makes sense that, you know, this female Lombax could be named something to the line of like Rosie or Riveter, and we will get to that a little bit later here. But also when you look at where, you know, we find this new female Lombax, Clank gets sucked in through a warp portal into a new reality that looks kind of like Meridian City. Like, it's not really confirmed, but you know, it looks like a version of Meridian City, or a Meridian City in an alternate dimension, or those two the same thing, you know what I'm saying, that was taken over and that was won successfully by Dr. Nefarious. And so it looks like we could be seeing a version of Meridian City that is under the rule of Dr. Nefarious, and it seems like that's what we'll be getting, because if you look at the screenshot here, we see Dr. Nefarious on a holographic type of, advertisement type thing. So it looks like he has taken control of the city, and in this reality, Dr. Nefarious wins, and the resistance force that this female Lombax, is kind of a part of, loses that whole battle. But it seems like she's still on the fight, as we see, her and Clank meet and everything, and it definitely seems like she's still definitely in the fight, even though they have lost the ultimate, just first fight between Dr. Nefarious, but she's still looking like winning the war overall. One thing I noticed too, this one might be a little far-fetched, I don't know, but I kind of see the similarities here. If you look at the coloring of both Rosie the Riveter and this new female Lombax, they seem to have similar hue type of colors going on with this iconic Rosie the Riveter, wallpaper that a lot of people know and a lot of people are very familiar with here in the United States, right? We have those colors, the yellow, the like orangish type of headband, and the blue shirt that kind of matches this female Lombax in terms of the blue fur that this Lombax has, the overall like red orangey scarf, and of course on top of that yellow really cool mechanical arm as well that she has. And so that could be another way of them pointing to that. That's just kind of picking at straws here. I don't know if that's actually tied to it, but I figured I'd throw it here just in case it is what they were going for. So honestly, you couple the whole comment that we got earlier on in the video and with everything that we've all laid out here, to me, I'm definitely on the side of Primitive AK here. I really think that this female Lombax is kind of supposed to allude that, it is a similar type of feel and vibe to Rosie the Riveter in an effort of trying times, that this, female Lombax is really picking up the helm and really trying to make a difference and fight against the evil in the world, which in that reality would be Dr. Nefarious, as he ends up being successful in his plans, in his whole diabolical plans to, control the universe or whatever and stuff like that, right? So it makes sense that in this reality, this female Lombax is just the equivalent of Ratchet in Ratchet's reality, right? And so it would make sense, while of course they could have her be Rosie, I guess that makes sense, like her name could just be Rosie. I think it makes even more sense to call her Rivet, and her name is Rivet for a few different reasons that I think as well, okay? Number one, you have this universe that also has a Dr. Nefarious and has a Lombax fighter that is fighting against an evil, so that could be taking over, of course, the Ratchet name, which obviously they both start with R. That might be a little bit too just plain thinking, but it is what it is. But we have a deeper thinking as well in those two names, in that Ratchet is a tool that you would find in a tool workshop and all that, and a Rivet is also another mechanical tool as well. So they are both tools, and that makes a lot of sense as well. And above all else, this begs the question as well, she does have a metal mechanical arm, okay? Can that metal arm turn into a rivet for melee attacks? You know what I'm saying? I just want to know that. I need to know that. Please let me know. But also another question as well, does she also have a robot companion as well in the same vein as Clank? Like, do we just have to wait until that gets revealed? Does she even have one? Or is Clank going to act as the Clank, type of role for both Rivet and Ratchet as well? Because of course we see Clank go into her reality and all that good stuff. So who knows, man? Maybe she might have another robot that we haven't seen yet that will be revealed later on, or maybe Clank will act as her companion as well. So overall, boom, I'm calling it right here, right now. Definitely the name of the female Lombax is Rivet, but what do you guys think down below in the comment section? Do you like the name? Do you think it's a different name? Do you think it's Rosie? Is there another name that you were thinking of? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and make sure also while you are down there, you can check out our description where you can find links to our Discord, our Twitter, and our Anchor link. That way you can listen to our long form content and podcast format, those of course being the Road 2 series and of course Save Slot podcast as well. And make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as stay subscribed to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.